is Katie. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a little look at what I do in the morning before school. And you guys can base your routines off this if you find things you like or products you like and stuff like that. Most of the products I use are not drugstore products. They are mostly high-end products, but that does not mean that you have to use high-end products. Like, that's just my preference. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and go out and spend money on drugstore stuff that I'm not gonna use because I tend to just like high-end products better. I mean, with that being said, I do use some drugstore products that work amazingly, but I tend to gravitate towards the same old stuff I've been using for a while. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to just get into the stuff that I do, and I'm going to start out with my hair. This is how I wear my hair to school. It's wet, and I don't care. It dries straight, so I mean, why do I need to straighten or blow dry it? Like, that's ridiculous. So I usually just wake up, I shower. I like showering in the morning because it makes me feel refreshed for the day. Just brush it out and it dries straight for school and in time for school too. Like, it's not wet the entire day, even though it is pretty long. It goes all the way down to like below here now. So I know that's very simple and easy, and I don't really think I need to say much about my hair other than that because it just dries straight. You know, I've been using the same old Pantene products I've been using since I was like 10. So something I'm a little bit more particular about is my makeup because I love doing makeup. It's fun. It's something that gets me out of bed in the morning. So you guys can judge me all you want and say, Katie, you wear so much makeup for school. Like, why do you wear that much makeup? But honestly, I don't wear it for other people. I don't want to impress other people. I wear makeup because it makes me feel happy. So you can go ahead and, you know, bash me all you want. I love makeup. I'm just going to start out by telling you guys my skincare routine currently. Right now, I've been using this product, which is the oil-free acne wash from Neutrogena, pink grapefruit facial cleanser or whatever. You guys might have seen the commercial with Miranda Cosgrove, but I've been using this for no really particular reason. It's not anything like spectacular, but my other face wash ran out while I was at camp, and this is my backup, so I've just been using this. Nothing special, but it gets the job done, so I use this. For my moisturizer, I've been using the Lubriderm Daily Moisture. It's kind of gross, but I've just been using this because, I mean, again, it works. I'm not very particular about my skincare routine right now because it's clearing up on its own and I don't want to mess it up, so I've just been using, you know, very safe products. So before I get onto my eyes, I always put on my foundation primer first because I like to give it a chance to soak into my skin before I put on my foundation, because I find if it's still like kind of wet when I put on my foundation on top, it doesn't get the job done as well, in my opinion. I mean, obviously to each his own, but I like putting this on before I put on my foundation in advance. I just got this one actually a couple days ago, so I've only been using this for a few days, but it's the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion. So there's great reviews on this. I decided to try it out, so I'll let you guys know. Next, I'm just going to move on to my eyes, and for my eyes, I mainly just focus on a couple of products. The first thing I do is I put on my concealer, just a little dab on each eye. I don't use eyelid primer just because, I don't know, I'm a very simple person when it comes to like steps and processes and stuff, so I'm just using my concealer to do it because it holds my shadow there all day, it covers up my veins. This is my Kat Von D concealer, tattoo concealer in the shade Sand. And then onto the fun part, I put on some eyeshadow from my Naked palette, and I absolutely love this palette. It has all the shadows I could ever dream of having or wanting or wearing or anything. And I usually just use the first couple shadows. So I use Virgin, I was gonna say vegan. I use Virgin, which is this champagne-y color all over my lid. I completely hit pan on this. It's almost gone, but anyway, so I'm using Virgin all over my lid, just brushing it all over my lid with a simple eyeshadow brush, I don't know, from the brow bone all the way to the lid. And then I take Naked, which is kind of like, it's a very, very light crease color. So I use that one color in my crease, just all over my crease, from, you know, I don't know how to explain this, but I just put it in my crease. And then I take Buck, which is just a couple shades darker. I use all matte shadows on my lids for school because, you know, school's school. So I use Buck and I just put that in my outer crease, so just the outside, and it just gives me a little bit of definition. I don't like anything crazy. I just like something that makes me look like my eyes are awake and, you know, big and bright and like I got more sleep than I actually did. And then comes the fun part. I move on to my liquid liner. And I actually just got this liquid liner the other day. I had used it for a while, like a couple of years ago I used this, but then I tried all these drugstore ones out and I wasn't very happy, so I just went back to the good old Stila Stay All Day waterproof eyeliner. So I've been using this and it really does stay all day. It does not budge. So I love this, and it's very precise. It's very easy to make cat eyes. So for school, I like to give a little bit of a wing. Not ridiculous, not crazy. I don't want it to be so big of a wing that you can actually tell I'm wearing a wing eyeliner. I like it so it's so subtle that it makes my eyes like a different shape, but in a good way without making it look like it's too much, if that makes sense. So I basically just apply this very, very thin and light, like you can barely tell, around my tear duct area, and then I slowly get a little bit thicker as I go towards the outer parts of my eyes, and then I just do a little flick, connect, a little thicker, and then there you go. It's very, very simple. Rest the tip of the eyeliner on the outer part of my eye, and I just go like dip and like flick up and then just connect it. It's so easy. If you guys are looking for a good, very precise eyeliner, try this, please. So moving on to my face, I like to take my concealer tube again and just get a little touch up, and I just pat it and rub it in place so it gives me a little bit of extra coverage in those areas. So I put that on there. Then I move on to my foundation, which is the good old Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, which I talk about so much. I'm in the shade Rose Ivory, which is my shade, and it matches my skin perfectly, so I really love this. It is kind of steep and expensive. I know for a fact it is very expensive because I've bought 3 tubes of it. It's so worth it, like so worth it. I just apply it in the areas where I need it. I never use more foundation than I need because I already hate the fact that I have to put on foundation just because like I really wish my skin was perfect, and I mean, but we can't all get what we want. I only put it on the areas I need it because I find if I apply foundation, like less foundation, the coverage is beautiful. But if I put too much, it looks so cakey and awful. So you have to be very careful with this foundation. But if you get the perfect, like, you know, amount and coverage and stuff, it is a happy day. So I just apply that, and I just use a flat kabuki brush that I got from Sigma just to apply that. And I, you know, pat and then move down. I always go in downward motions because your hair on your face, you do have hair on your face, like even girls, okay? We have hair on our faces. You have to go in downward motions in order for the hairs not to stick up and look really cakey. And I usually apply it in patches, so I start here, you know, I go here, because if I put it all over my face, like in little splotches and stuff, and then I, you know, just go around and apply it all, the foundation actually dries really fast. So by the time I get up to my forehead, it's completely dry and it looks awful. I apply it in little sections, and that seems to work best for me. Okay, so moving on to blush and, you know, all that fun stuff. I use my go-to blush at the moment is the one that's been my go-to blush for a while now, all summer I believe, and it's Peony Petal by MAC, and I love this blush. It's a beautiful pinky color. I really love it. It looks very good on my skin color, or my skin tone, whatever. Yeah, so I just use that. I use a angled brush, and I just get it on the apples of my cheeks and a little bit upward, and it just makes me look very glowy and fresh, and I love it. So, and then I take my Extra Dimension Skin Finish that I've been using forever also. It's superb. You guys have heard of this. I'm obsessed with it. It's official. But I use this as a like all over highlight bronzer. If a bronzer and a highlight were to, that would be this. I use the same angled brush that I use for my blush. I do like the 3 motions. Like I learned this back in the day when I was learning how to do makeup. The backward 3, which is like this, and then the other 3, which is like this. Like those are the areas where you apply it, like the high points of your face. And then I get it on my nose and a little bit, you know, everywhere. When I went to camp, I applied this on some of my friends, and I can tell you this is like the ultimate awesome product because it works on every single skin color and it makes you look like you're a glowing goddess. So I love this product. I'm pretty sure I did skip my eyebrows or talking about my eyebrows, but I just use the same old brow pencil, if I forgot to say that. I think I did, but I use my $1 Billion Brows pencil I've been using forever for my eyebrows. And then I just like to spray on a setting spray, and I don't have it with me, but I've been using the Model in a Bottle setting spray that I got from IMATS in New York in April, and I need to get another bottle of it because it's running out, but I usually just use that. And I also forgot to mention me curling my eyelashes and putting on mascara. I do use the same stuff I've been using for a while. I've been using this Model in a Bottle, go figure, little eyelash curler. I mean, it's not my go-to choice because it kind of does scare me a little bit. Like, look at that. Doesn't it look kind of scary to you? I've been using this one for now. It works. I've been using my go-to mascara of the moment that I actually really, really love, and this is the Mega Plush Volume Express by Maybelline, and I've been using this, and it's really great. I'm very OCD about my eyelashes being perfect and not sticking together, and this is a great job of that, and they're not really hard and brittle. I think that's like the main thing that the commercial was like expressing for this. They make your eyelashes like soft, and like if I touch it, it won't be like hard and flaky and gross. So I really love this mascara. Love this, and I'm not sure why I forgot to say that before. I don't know. This usually takes me about 20 minutes in the morning because I go pretty fast. Like, I mean, in this tutorial I went kind of slow because I wanted you guys to see the exact steps, but I've gotten this routine down that I can like literally go like really fast and get it done within 20 minutes. So I guess I forgot to mention this, but I usually just use a lip balm at the end of my routine. I don't wear lipstick to school because I feel like that's way too much like beautifying, like, I mean, even for me and my standards. So I usually just bring a chapstick of some sort along with me and I apply it as needed, but I usually don't really focus much on my lips during school. So that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please be excited because I will be making some more back to school videos in the future. I'm sorry that I'm kind of waiting a little bit late to do it because I know some of you guys are even back to school right now, which is really sucky. I'm sorry, but I go back the 28th. So I'll definitely have some more up before then, for sure. I mean, bye!